So tell me what's going on for you and how could I help?
Um, so I've been studying for the LSAT since May. Yeah, since May. Really hard, I would say June. And I, I think just like my confidence has been going down because I don't know. I wanted to take the October one because I thought that for sure it would be back in like person. I knew I didn't want to take the online one at all. And then now it turns out it's going to be Flex. And I feel like my anxiety is even worse now. I don't know. I just feel like my confidence is down. And then a lot of different things happening as well. Like now that I'm taking my test, I feel myself more distracted and like, I don't know. Like I just think my confidence is down.
I hear what you're saying. Yeah, it's not ideal to take it in a format that you weren't hoping for, but of course, October's Flex, they just announced November's Flex now as well. So this could be Flex for quite a while. And the question is, what can we do to get you ready for the LSAT, regardless of the format? Because the content has not changed, just the delivery system has changed. It's online rather than in person, on a computer rather than a tablet. What do you like least about the Flex versus the in-person?
I just I think I don't like being in like us in this setting for like a test. Like I think I do better when I don't know, when I'm in that particular setting. I don't know how to explain it. Like
You want it to be somewhere different from your normal home environment.
yeah, I guess.
Okay, well, I have some news for you, which is that if there's anything unsuitable about your home environment, like if it's noisy, if you can't control it where other people are coming in, if you don't have a good internet connection, they'll pay for you to take it at a hotel. They'll reimburse you up to $125. Is that
Okay.
something that you know about or that you've looked into at all?
Um, I mean, I guess I could do that, but it's not like I feel like I might as well just take it at home because it's not. I don't think it's necessarily like my home. Like, there's nothing bad about my home. Probably the worst would be internet connection because I'm in the middle of the woods and sometimes like the connection is bad. So that would be the worst thing. But I think it's just like my mindset for test. Like, I just have to be with like the people right there, like the proctors and like the other students. I don't know. It's just I don't know. It's weird.
I get what you mean. There's the big event and having the
Yeah.
adrenaline and the energy associated with that. And that's really something that's been the case in so many regards with COVID, where everyone's now alone together, just connecting through digital mediums, through phones, through internet, not so much in person anymore. And so there's something missing. Not going to lie about that. That's true. I get what you're saying. Of course, COVID is what it is. So we've got to
Yeah.
figure out how to recreate that. I know you're in the courses, you've been coming to the classes. What are the classes like for you in terms of that community feel?
Oh yeah, I definitely like that because yeah, I felt like it was like, friends studying for the same test at like a school or something. Like I appreciated that. And like I said in my email, I liked how I felt like it did bring my confidence a little bit up because I could give advice to people and then when I had questions, they were answered. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool to have that sort of connection, even though it's online, even though people are separated by thousands of miles potentially. I have students in the course who are in Asia, Australia, Europe, Latin America. And so they can all come together simultaneously. Now, with the Flex, you're actually taking it simultaneously with many, many other people. Difference is you just can't see them.
Yeah.
So if you could imagine all those other people logging on at the same time, doing it together. Obviously, it requires some suspension of disbelief, some creativity, but it's also true.
Yeah.
So, I talk a lot about mindfulness meditation. There's also guided meditations where you can imagine yourself in certain settings, certain situations, and it can be pretty powerful. It's obviously happening in your head, but if it impacts you on that emotional, energetic way, it could be powerful as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I see that.
So just something to play with. Have you tried meditations at all, or mindfulness, or guided stuff?
I have tried meditation, and is I was like really about it right before COVID hit. Like I felt like I was finally getting at a point where I really was just paying attention to like my surroundings and not like my thoughts or anything. And then now it's just gotten worse now that I'm inside.
I hear you. Yeah, I mean, COVID can disrupt habits and disrupt routines. But the ironic thing, of course, is that this is actually the best time to be doing that sort of thing because there are so many other things you can't do. But meditation is one thing you can do when you're alone. In fact, it's even better when you're alone sometimes because you can really focus. And so I would encourage you, try to get back into it, even if it were just a few minutes a day. Start with the smallest possible increment. Maybe it's 60 seconds and build up from there. We had a class recently in the course. I don't know if you had the chance to attend, with a yoga instructor doing a guided meditation. The recording's inside the course. I'll send you the link. And so that could be a good thing to maybe get you back into it a little bit, because she's familiar with the LSAT. She's taking it herself, so she works that in a little bit. And so that could be what you need to jumpstart you.
Okay. Yeah.
What other questions do you have for me, or how is this all sitting with you?
This is so good. Yeah. I mean, I was gonna ask about something in logic games. Like, I think logic games are my forte. Like, I'm really good at them. But the only thing that I'm kind of bad at is like the rule substitution questions. Like, I can never get them right. They're so hard. But then I just saw an email that we're going over that tomorrow.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm good. That was really weird. I saw that. I was like, wow. Because I had like a post-it note to ask a question about that this week. So it was perfect timing. So it's that. And then the in and out games, those are the ones I do the worst on. And like I mean, I wanted to ask you, I guess, like, I know I'm really good at logic games, but whenever there's an in and out like game, those I know that those are like the worst ones for me. So if I get like a lot of questions wrong, it's because of that. So since that is something that that section is something that I'm good at, should I spend a lot of time on in and out questions to try and get that section up? But since I'm already good at that, like, should I not worry that much and worry about what I'm not good at? Because I'm not good at logical reasoning. So I don't know. Like,
yeah, I hear what you're saying. Well, first off, I'm glad that I've got you covered with the rule substitution questions, because it has been a common area of student questions. So I added it to the agenda. Definitely show up tomorrow night and we'll address that. As for in-out games, if in-out games give you trouble in particular, that's a weak area to focus on. But also know that logical reasoning is worth focusing on as well. And obviously I have tons of lessons on logical reasoning, and I'll have more classes on it in the future. For the in-out games, I taught a class recently on contrapositives and conditional chains, which are one of the primary ways to approach in-out games. So I would suggest checking out that particular lesson, that class recording, for more on that. And then just always work on weak areas, whatever they are.
I did check that. And even like I did it. So I did it on my own, and then I did it with you, like in the class in the video. And I still, like, there's some questions that I still don't understand why they were answered the way they were answered. Like, I think I understood the setup. Like, that's definitely, it definitely helped me. Like, I got more questions right than I normally would. So the setup helped me a lot. But then there was, even with the right setup, like, I feel there was questions that I just didn't understand, like, why.
Have you watched the video explanations for those games?
Yeah, I did, but I still, like, that's why I still didn't understand. Like, there was a particular one, the pass the bill one. Like, the very first question, I still don't understand why it is that way. But I don't know if you can, like, answer that now, or if that's like a class question.
That'd be more of a class question, so
Okay.
we can go deeper and do the setup and everything.
Okay.
But also bring up your questions in the student study groups. They're happening every Tuesday, 9 p.m. Eastern.
Okay. I'll do that. Yeah. I just did that, so that's why I had a question.
Yeah, sure, of course. Well, any other questions for today for this session, Bianca?
Um, I not right now because I've just been doing logic games from your study guide. So those are the only questions I have right now. I think once I get to like the logical reasoning one, I'll probably have some questions.
Yeah, of course. Well, feel free to reach out. Anything comes up, I'm happy to help and do what I can to point you in the right direction. But I'll send you that link on the yoga and meditation class, and hopefully that gets you jump started back into that habit. All right, Bianca. Well, again, it was great connecting with you. If you need anything, reach out, and I'll see you in class soon. We've got things happening tonight. We've got things happening tomorrow night. The rule sub, definitely show up for that.
Yeah.
So I'll see you soon.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Of course. You too. Thanks for tuning into the show. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already to be notified of new episodes as I release them. And feel free to reach out if you need anything at all as you move forward with your prep. I'm happy to help however I can. In the meantime, I wish you all the best and take care.